Ah! I scared people, didn't I, huh? Did I get you guys? Did I? Yeah, I did. Well, Baconator here once again, recording from a different camera. My phone, to be exactly. And it looks a lot better than the webcam I use, so try it out now and see how it goes. But anywho, you're here for the review of the newest MLP episode, Scare Master. Okay, so this episode, I'm not really sure what to say about it. It's a good episode. I'm just kind of mixed on the whole thing. So what am I mixed on? Well, let's start with the story. The episode is pretty much about all revolves around Fluttershy and trying to get over her fears a nightmare night, and comedy and ensues. Okay, so what's my problem with it? Well, first off, the first half of it is pretty freaking predictable. Like, I'm pretty able to guess a lot of the steps that are going on, you know. Fluttershy has to go out. She gets scared. She wants to get over her fears. It doesn't really work. Then Twilight suggests that she try to do the scaring, which doesn't work. It's like all the first half is where I'm very mixed at. Where part of it is when it first starting out with all these jokes that go on in it, it's actually pretty funny. However, when it gets to the point when they're all dressed up. Okay, it all starts with the costumes, Fluttershy unable to pick one, and then it gets to the ending part where when Fluttershy is trying to scare him and it doesn't work and they leave that. In that whole segment, it's not funny. It gets old really quickly. The humor just dries up in that part. And it's just not very enjoyable. I kept stopping and pausing in those parts because I just couldn't watch it. But however, the second half really picks the episode back up, which is why I can call it a good episode. The second half saves it. It's like everything that happens in the whole corn maze thing, with Fluttershy actually managing to scare all of them, and that's pretty neat. With all the tricks that she does in order to do that is pretty neat. I like what they did with that, especially with her going Flutterbat on it. That was actually where the enjoyability then picked back up in it. And then we finally get to the moral, which is a very good one. I did not expect this coming. The predictability in the episode just stops in the second half, and that's why I think it saves it. It just, how it handles the moral, right? I mean, if it was very predictable, then you would expect, like, Fluttershy to end up getting over her fears and everything revolving around that. But no, she's not. She says she doesn't like scaring them, even though it's for fun. And that this holiday just isn't her cup of tea. Quotes. And then she doesn't want to do anything with it. And that she's perfectly fine with being left out of the holiday. I really like how this was handled. It is definitely the best part of the episode. And I got really nothing else to say. It just, it's a good episode. I'll give it nonetheless. It's good. It's a lot better than the last episode, Hearthbreakers, which I thought was really bland. But this episode, at the beginning, I thought it was going to end up like another one of those where I just didn't enjoy it. But no, it is a very good episode. The moral is very well handled. And although it's kind of predictable in that one gap I mentioned, and unfunny in that gap, the rest of the episode is perfectly fine. I can recommend it. It's a pretty good Halloween episode. As for the Nightmare Night episodes go, I would say Luna Eclipse is better, but this is fine nonetheless. So, what do you think of this episode? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Whatever. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm Baconator, and see you some other time.